That initial ray, apparently a single ray and supposedly hydrogen, came out of somewhere. First question is where? Then it interacts with itself. Did that interaction create the environment? And is that environment part of the soul of physicality in a way? So he actually says there's three questions here in a way. Should I repeat that?
No, it's just that trying to answer it in a way. You see how the man creates the condition of the position, that he creates the place and the position, which counts. In a body of the man, the central energy is in the center of the head, but that center is like getting pulled by another field, which is the center of the planet Earth. It gives us legs and arms. In the case of the planet Earth, the center is there, the physicality, the structure of the body of the planet is there, but where is the solar physicality of the what do you call it, the planet? How does it manifest itself? We look at the totality of it in a way that the combination of gravitational magnetic fields, which in interaction, most probably the solar physicality sits outside because he has to fit inside to create changes inside. Inside is too volatile to be done, but the center is in the center. In the condition of the man is different. Everything is structured. We become dynamic in different ways. But what happens in the universe? You have three combinations and then billions of energy levels and billions of different places according to the field they create. So you get different planetary systems, you get different creatures. It depends if the soul of physicality is inside, the soul of the man is inside. The interaction creates a body, but the soul of physicality is not there. So we call it the atmosphere because it's dynamic. It shows the emotion of the planet and the rest of it. And where did it come from? It comes from the essence of the creation. And in a way, the physicality is a mirage of the fields of the universe. And there's no reality into it. Even though we touch it, it's tangible to us. It's a attraction of many, many fields in the combination of the right strength, similar strength, interacting in a given form, creates a dog, the cat, the water, and the rest. But they all follow the same structure. Follow the same structure. You have the soul of the man, you have the soul of physicality of the man, and you have the physicality of the man. You have the three layers of the skin. You have the three layers of the structure of the kidney, the liver, and everything else. Which one, in the shape or form of the soul of physicality, stays in the middle, which carries the emotion. As we see, the middle layer is coming of the man. One stays outside, which is the physical. One inside, which is a higher energy order, which decides what happens above, which is the soul's delivery of her energy. The whole universe is based on this. It does not matter what you look at. Atom, body of the man, the planet, and the rest. But it all comes from the original one field, which is the field of the creation. And interaction with the environment of itself, where it was created, where it was released, creates dimension of interaction. There's something very interesting that knowledge seekers or some researchers in the future will do, is that what happens if we create a vacuum, total vacuum, and release a cosmic ray at the energy of the hydrogen? Would it go through, or would it, in dimension of interaction, as there's nothing to interact with, turns back on itself to interact with itself to create its environment? And the answer is that, yes. And in that position, it changes the material condition and radiation condition, or what we call field dimension of energy. If you understand this, then you can do a lot of games. And you can do, people think it's magic, or it cannot be because it doesn't apply to the matter state of physics. It applies to the energy side of physics. And then you will understand how things work. In 2007, 2008, something in that region, I was invited to carry out some very advanced research in Belgium Nuclear Center. They wanted to test to see what I understand was accidentally, coincidentally, we came across this. I think I mentioned this in other teachings, but it applies to what you're asking. The center is SCK, Belgium Nuclear Center, in Mons. And I was given time, certain times, to go to carry out a test with the nuclear physicists of the Belgium Nuclear Center. They couldn't understand something, but I could see the shake and the shivers this brought to them, that how with the new technology you can produce radiation which can lead to creation of other things. What they did, they emptied, total vacuumed a glass container. I think it's about a meter by meter cube, it's 1 meter cube, huge, very thick glasses. And we introduced nothing except the materials which was not radioactive. And with it, because of the we draw off the field, we create radiation. And this frightened the nuclear scientist, that nuclear radiation, nuclear material can be created without the nuclear material. And what about if the nuclear material gets to this point? This test was so fundamental, if you understand the application of it, military-wise and scientific-wise, that STK issued an immediate, what we call instruction, that no material can be moved from one lab to another, which means you cannot transfer nuclear materials which can become nuclear in the other room, unless it's a normal, whatever it is that they had in their mind. So I produced from a normal material a condition that it created the radiation at a very high level of gamma rays and plus. And they realized the change in technology, the change in the knowledge that we don't need to have the matter to do. We can create a condition that the matter, fields, all work together to create that condition. And then it comes to, if you understand this, it comes to a very fundamental point that where does the best ray come from? Where out of nowhere we led to the creation of a matter where there was nothing. But as I said to the nuclear scientists in Belgium, you are nothing. And out of the energy makes your physicality. Why this is amazing to you. Your body, your own creation comes out of fields. And in changes in certain fields makes your skin, your bone, and the rest of it. And when you see it in physicality, in reality, in the box, then it shakes you. This is what comes. Where did the first ray comes? I create material out of nothing, fields. But these fields, are they hydrogen? Yes, of course they are. All in essence are hydrogen. But are they radiation of the hydrogen? Are they plasma of the hydrogen? Are they fields of the hydrogen? Or a plasma which we call hydrogen, which is in a specific gravitational magnetic field strength. In the very near future, very, very near future, we bring the elite scientists of the world to do this. We literally bring the most intelligent scientists of the world in one arena. And to let them loose, to explore the knowledge of creation, and then with it, understand the new science, to be literally brought into the hand of every man, then we don't have the dilemmas of today. Once this elite group of 200 scientists come together, set up this scene, and then understand and work collectively, Silicon Valley will be nothing compared to what is to come. A freedom of knowledge without prejudice of physicality is the biggest gain that the world of science will gain in the coming time. And then the question will come, one of the biggest questions comes, can we identify the field strength of the source, what we call the creator? And the strangest thing is, you'll see it'll come back to us. We'll send the message out, we send the, what they call the tester out, but we will feel that tester within our soul, that we understand we are part of. But where does the original come from and how it led to? You see it in the womb of the mother, 2 cells becomes the body of the man, and nobody asks it, oh, it's 1 divided to 4 divided. But how does it divide? It receives, it divides energy of itself, it feeds from the creation of its own central gravity. The soul of the man is that black hole, which means it has the collection of all the fields of the universe, even the creator. In the pictures I showed this earlier on, what are those bright dots? It's the connection to the light, to the soul of the creator. It's there, I'm here, but you're still blind to see. But which dot is the one connected to the creator, comes from origin? Mankind will answer these questions very soon.